Yo. Testing, 1, 2, 1.
Get ready for combat.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to the Combat Jack Show.
Get ready for combat.
www.pnc.radio.fm.
F your radio.
What's going on, internets? What's going on, California? Yo, my people's out in Japan. How y'all doing? Y'all listening to the show Konnichiwa? What's going on out there? You know, hold it down.
How?
Hold it down. It's cold, it's hot, it's shaky, it's wet. Hold it down, my peoples. You know what I'm saying? People up top, Canada,
that's
Toronto.
how I like it.
Toronto, sell crack to kids. What's up, yo? Good looking out on the iTunes and the whole nine. Down south, everything. New York City, what the fuck is up? It's cold out here. Dallas Penn, what's going on, man?
Get ready for combat.
That's right. How you been, man?
March Madness, brother. March
Madness. Who you rolling with, man?
But combat, what is your favorite college team of all time?
College team of all time? I don't know, man. I mean, Georgetown. You know what I'm saying? UNLV.
Georgetown.
You know what I'm saying?
Georgetown. I mean, hold on, combat. What year did you go to Georgetown?
Don't worry about what year I went to Georgetown, B.
What year did you go to Georgetown?
Don't worry about what year we went to Georgetown, son.
Don't get all Illuminati. I mean,
you know
didn't you go to Georgetown the years they was in the Final Four?
I might have done something like that.
Maybe
you know what I'm saying?
did. Okay, so then maybe you should say Georgetown. Maybe you say Georgetown without pause, brother, without any kind of tremor or trembler.
Yo,
Georgetown.
What year did you go to Georgetown, man?
Man, I've been going to Georgetown since since Howard Homecoming.
Word. Yo, that's a new cut you got there, man. I'm
following my man Elliot Wilson.
You got the Dominicano, B. You got
straight the Illuminati.
You got the sides all tapered in, the top wolfed out. You got a tail in the back, son?
I got a slight shag in the back.
You got a shag? All you need now,
slight Alfonso Ribeiro.
All you missing right now is a little red rubber band me to tie that shit up, B.
No. What I think I need to do is have a kind of bleach streak. A bleach streak with a crescent part.
Some Wiz Khalifa going on?
I was gonna say some Kwame, but yeah, Wiz Khalifa. I guess
yeah.
Keep it current.
You know what? I never noticed that Khalifa was channeling Kwame, man.
Well, I mean, why not?
Yeah, man.
I mean, listen. Kwame might have rocked polka dots, but he's still alive.
Yeah, yo, Ronaldo, do me a favor, sir.
No shots.
Can you close that door? Because there's a little bit of sound coming in. Interns, I like that little skit, man. Y'all really set it on my office, right?
Kind of had to, yo.
Y'all really fucking with my place of business right now.
Illuminati.
Who answers the phones over there?
I mean, you know, it's a host of cats that answer the phones over there, man.
Come on, son. For him to even say Illuminati, that's a fault. That's a fail on him.
You know what I'm saying? They're gullible, man. People are hectic. People are busy. People are caught up in the midst of their day.
It was 7 o'clock.
He said he
7
just
o'clock.
answered
Yeah,
the phone.
it's hectic, B.
He says he
7
just
o'clock.
answered the
Yeah.
phone, though.
Yo, internets, we got a special guest DJ in the house. DJ Ben Hameen. What's going on, Ben Hameen?
What's good?
How you feeling, man?
Great.
But Ben Hameen is become a brand new Brooklynite by way of Washington D.C. by way of Houston.
Yes,
How you liking Brooklyn, sir?
Third Ward, Texas. I love Brooklyn.
Third Ward.
Third Ward, Texas.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good, man.
That was great, man. Bed-Stuy, do or die.
Yeah. What do you like about Brooklyn, man?
The woman.
The women. What's the difference between the New York women and the D.C. women?
Wow. New York women got a lot more standoffishness than the Houston women do.
You like that?
But Houston women, don't front. Houston women, they fucks with that lean, so that's why they can come to you real quick.
Real laid back, you got a styrofoam cup.
Houston women be on that lean.
Well, you gonna cut it up today?
New York chicks be on that cream.
Yep, a little bit.
You know, I like when we have a guest DJ in the house, man. So welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
I like those headphones, man. Like it's crazy the amount of headphones. What kind of headphones are those, man?
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno. Reloop.
Okay.
I need a free pair.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, yo, man, welcome to the show, man. Tear it up today, man.
Yep.
Hey, King, what's going on, man?
PleaseDon'tStare.com.
PleaseDon'tStare.com. That's right.
Shout out to Kid Named Henny, too.
Yeah, Kid Named Henny. The whole nine. Ben Hameen. I don't know if y'all know about Ben Hameen, but he runs one of the finest established blog sites on the internet. Please,
I like that.
Don'tStare.com.
I like that.
Let's get busy. Hey, King, what's going on, sir?
Chilling, my brother. How's everything with you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I got my son in the house.
Yes, let's applaud.
Young.com. He's on spring break. You want to say, so get on the mic, man. Get on the mic.
What's up?
What's up? How you feeling, man?
First of all, Young.com, take that bass out your voice. All right? First of all, you can't come up in here and put bass in your voice.
No, internet, y'all really don't understand. I got my son in the radio station right now. He's on air. How old are you, son?
14 years old.
14 years old?
With too much bass in his voice.
You put extra bass in your voice, man?
No, this is how I usually talk.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Now, how's life, man?
It's good.
Yeah, how me and mom treating you these days, man?
Well.
Let me tell you something, man. Stop arguing with mom, B. You can't fucking win, and you understand?
Yes.
You cannot win, B. So now, what are you doing for your spring break, man?
Shoveling snow.
Yeah. I am going to be mentored by this producer,
Dallas
Young Lord.
Don't mention names on the internet yet, B. Don't give your secret away. So tell me.
Illuminati training, internet's Illuminati training.
Don't give your secrets away, B. Because somebody could be shutting it down.
Okay, all right.
So say that again.
I'm being mentored by a very
alumni.
successful producer.
To do what?
What do you mean to do what? To produce music.
You want to produce music?
Yes, I do.
What kind of music you want to produce, man?
Music. I don't know. I don't care. Hip hop.
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah. What are you listening to these days?
Lasers.
You really like that album?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of New Boy stuff. Ben J's mixtape. And Legacy's mixtape.
Okay, and what else?
Lil B. Odd Future.
Okay.
Wait. What about that Frank Ocean, my dude?
This is the future talking about their music, and you in the background.
Nah, I'm not dissing. I'm not dissing.
Yo, respect the young man.
Shh.
All right. So,
should I tune into that Frank Ocean? That's what I'm wondering.
He's not up on Frank. You're not up on Frank Ocean, are you?
I don't know who that is.
But you know who Odd Future is, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, son. I'm glad you're here. I'm very proud of you. You're a good son. You can have a seat right now and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
So what we doing tonight, man? What we doing tonight? What's going on this week in current events?
What isn't going on, man? Listen. You want to talk? You want to talk some real talk?
Real talk.
You got cats right now getting court-martialed for just shooting people and holding their dead heads in the air in Afghanistan. Like this is really going on.
Yeah, a lot of shit is going on.
People's getting killed for free. The whole Middle East on fire.
Yo, we
Muammar Gaddafi. Can we finally decide on how to spell this man's last name? So we know who the fuck we talking about?
Yo, that man has like 1 million spellings to his name, B.
I'm trying to say there's probably somebody out here with a Gaddafi beginning with Q who's getting fucked in the ass.
Whoa.
I'm just saying.
There's a minor in the studio.
Disclaimer.
Muammar Gaddafi, internets, for real. Let's choose a spelling for this man's name. That way, at least maybe Tragedy Gaddafi could come up and get a chance to run Libya. Why can't Tragedy Gaddafi run Libya?
I don't know. I know Tragedy. No shots of Tragedy, but I know he's had some issues. I know he's got greater issues than having to handle, Libya. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
You know what I mean?
We got wild shit going on. Japan is radiated.
Word.
Yo,
and there was another earthquake.
There's another earthquake when?
Off the today.
Yo.
Right on the outskirts of China.
My Japanese, man, hold it down, man, for real.
Word, 6.8.
For real. Yo, we got an announcement to make tonight.
Yeah.
A very special announcement, man. This is the last time you're going to be listening to the Combat Jack show featuring Dallas Penn, A. King, the interns, Reynaldo and Captain Schnacks.
Reynaldo.
The Enforcer Premium Pete. It's the last time we are going to air on Thursday nights between 12 and 2. Good news is we're moving on up.
Moving on up.
To the east side.
To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Prime time, baby. Prime real estate, B. From now on, Combat Jack show will be held every Wednesday night.
Yeah.
From 10 to 12. It's not even that midnight hour anymore. 10 to 12 Wednesday nights.
So you can tune in even if you got to go to work tomorrow.
10 to 12 Wednesday nights. Put that in your Blackberries. Put that in your iPods in them.
Yeah.
10 to 12 Wednesday nights.
Prime time.
Miércoles. Y'all know what the fuck miércoles is? That's what it is. So what we doing tonight, man? We got a lot of people in the studio.
We got a host of guests that came through tonight.
Boy.
You know what I mean? We got Ben Hameen on the ones and twos.
Ben Hameen. Now, Ben Hameen.
Yes, sir.
We still don't really know about your background, son.
It's a closely guarded secret.
You just popped out of the blue, started hanging out with us and following our activities on Twitter. And then out the blue, you just moved down to Brooklyn.
What part of Brooklyn?
Bed-Stuy.
And now you and now you
Hancock. Shout out to Team Hancock in the house.
And now you part of the Combat
Pause
Jack show.
Pause the hands on Cox. Pause the hands on Cox, bro. Seriously.
So let me ask you something, man. If you was a Fed, you wouldn't tell us though, right?
Never that. But
you would never
trust.
tell us.
You read the documents, Combat. You know certain things. You know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Couldn't be a Fed with my background.
You couldn't be.
Oh no.
I mean, you know, some cats get recruited because of their background.
True indeed. Yep.
You know, we're not doing anything illicit. I want to make for the record.
I do.
For the record, Dallas Penn and I, well, I can speak for myself. I don't do anything illicit. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to keep it real funky. If you taping it, you got a little wire on you or something like that. This is official, man.
I think we all clean, though.
Yeah, I hope so.
Nobody in here doing nothing reckless.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Anyway.
Nah, I'm going to make a confession right now, Internet. I'm going to make a confession right now.
Uh-oh.
I'm looking to smoke some weed.
Nice.
So if you got some, please come down to PNC Studio.
G13.
Yes.
Word.
Yes. That's my confession for the night.
That's
all right, you know what? I'm over that already.
See? You didn't give up. You didn't
See? It hit me, and now I'm over.
You didn't give up weed for Lent, man?
No. I didn't give up weed for Lent.
What'd you give up for Lent, man?
I mean, how you think you put the ash on your forehead?
So you didn't give up any? You didn't give up a good Christian man like yourself? Didn't give up anything for Lent?
First of all, I mean, you know my God?
No, I don't know your God.
Yeah, exactly. Base God.
Your God
oh my God, base God.
Oh my God, base God. That's your God. So I guess your God doesn't require you to give up anything.
First of all, my God is. I can't even say my God's name.
Okay.
Internet.
Yahweh.
You can't even your mouth. My mouth could not even pronounce my God's name.
Okay.
I'd be a foolish mortal to try to pronounce my God's name.
Okay.
My God.
My God.
What you got to give up for my God?
And the fear of God.
I wouldn't even put that on y'all.
Word.
Shout out to Pusha T. Fear of God.
Yeah, fear of God, man.
Shout out to Pusha T.
That was a hot listening.
That was a hot listening session.
That was 2 weeks ago, right?
Man, I felt like yesterday.
Yeah, it was dope, man.
Like
I like that.
You know what? People was feeling a kind of way because you and Pusha had a connection going on at that listening session.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting, right?
You know what I mean? Where Pusha knew, like, yo, I gotta spit this fire right directly to this man.
Yo, it was really awkward, man, because it was an intimate setting as it was with the the music industry and the internets, the upper echelons of the internets was in there. You know what I'm saying? It was hosted by Miss Info a couple of weeks ago, 2 Fridays ago, and Pusha was playing. Was giving us a preview of his Fear of God album / mixtape. And as he was rapping, like me and Dallas was like sitting, standing up front. But every rap he was saying, basically, he was rapping it, looking at me, pointing at me. Yeah, and that shit felt awkward, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
He was like trying to send shots.
No, he wasn't sending shots. It's all love. You know what I'm saying?
I felt like he was basically saying like, "Yo, boom, this is the voice right here. These are the ears that I want to hear this shit I'm spitting."
I can live with that.
You know what I mean? That's how you should take it.
I can live with that.
That's how you should take it.
But it was still awkward, B.
I mean,
it's like imagine being at
you was chosen.
Yeah, but listen, man. Imagine being at.
Pause of being chosen, but yeah.
Imagine being at a show, man, and the main performer, the male performer, is performing directly at you.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah. You would like that?
I wouldn't mind that if it's somebody that I fucks with. I'll tell you right now, internet.
Freddie Jackson?
Who?
Freddie Jackson?
See, first of all, Freddie Jackson wears fucking makeup.
Okay.
And lipstick.
Okay.
Don't ever say that shit to me again.
Okay.
All right?
No disrespect.
Here's what I want to tell the internet. Like, if you are a fan of a performer, rapper, singer, whatever, athlete, do your best to enjoy their performances.
Yep.
Pause. Do not ever, 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 ever try to meet those people in person. The second time in my life, the first time when I was young, I loved Ice Cube. And I met this motherfucker at Soul Kitchen. And I said, I can't fuck with him no more.
Yo, I remember the night Ice Cube was at Soul Kitchen, B.
Fam, after I met him at Soul Kitchen, I couldn't fuck with him after that.
Why? Was he cornball?
He's just ultra cornball.
He was like, "Hi, how you doing?"
after that he went on to make fucking like Where Are We? We made that Friday movie, but he just was a cornball in my eyes.
Right.
And then I fucking years later I meet Raekwon. And Raekwon ends up being a fucking douchebag.
What do you mean a douchebag?
Like Raekwon
the God is a douchebag?
Raekwon the God, he's changed. He switched his style up now.
What you mean, man?
He's become more of a public person.
Yeah.
But a couple years ago, like anybody that was a fan to dudes, they'd be like, "You a fan, man? Get the fuck out of here."
Okay.
Like mad at me. Like, hold on for a second. I bought a Mobilarity.
Right.
I bought that shit.
I didn't buy that shit.
See? Okay. That was a mistake I made.
Right.
So anyhow, internets, don't ever try to meet your heroes. Just enjoy the motherfuckers from afar.
Damn. Well, listen, man. I'm sorry you had a bad encounter with Ice Cube, man. But anyway, we got some guests in the house tonight.
Got a lot of guests.
We got a musical guest that we want to get on, check out his skill, and then we got, our main guest, center stage. So let's go to a brief music intermission. Let's get our first guest on air, and let's rock. Yo, it's the last night. We're hosting the Combat Jack show on Thursday between 12 to 2. Everybody that rode with us from August to now, props and salutes.
Yes.
We salute you.
Thank you.
You understand?
Moving on up. Moving on up.
You gotta get faster with the sound effect fingers, man.
Yo, I'm just amazed right now, man.
Don't be amazed. Stay focused.
A-King is like a real
it's just a lot of pause in this room right now.
Yeah, and I want to thank you.
No females whatsoever.
Hey King, I want to thank you, B, for inviting us to host. The PNC
internet. Shout out A-King
family.
Quiet is kept. I'm not gonna keep it quiet, but shout out to A-King, because honestly, we wouldn't be here in this booth right now.
Yo,
A-King didn't fly for this movie.
One more thing before we get into the music break. Yo, man, I don't think you guys understand the
magnanimity.
What's going on right now, man?
Norman, I don't understand.
There's people with your names in their mouths heavy, and I think it's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
It's a great thing, you know what I'm saying? But whether they acknowledge it publicly, the fact of the matter is that they're doing it behind us closed doors of the Illuminati walls. I think it's awesome, man, and I think we're on our way, man.
Now we had a good little run. Let's make sure our run keeps climbing.
Started, though.
It can't stop.
Combat Jack show Wednesday nights, 10 to 12. Yo, Ben, what you about to drop, son? What you about to drop, son?
Let's go.
Some shit.
All right, let's go. Combat Jack radio show. PNCRadio.fm. Let's go.
Illuminati.
Yeah. Internet.
Producer, we back on? You back on?
Chill.
Yo, man, I want to hear some more special effects, man. I want to hear this shit feel layered. Now, interns, y'all have any more skits?
Let's go.
Play one more skit, man. Let me hear what else y'all got, man.
Oh, man.
Play it right now. We got a special guest in the studio.
Hey, we're calling Papa John's on West Fort Road. This is Tony. Can I just doing our $10 large at the 3 toppings?
Yes.
All right, for delivery or carryout?
I'm gonna come get it. What's your
pepperoni, please? Pepperoni pizza?
No cheese.
So can I get a phone number starting with the area code real quick?
660-938-1460.
938-1460?
1460.
Your first name?
My name is John Clater.
And you said cheese pizza?
Pepperoni.
Oh, I'm still getting a bunch of feedback. Is there any way you can call me back and get a phone that actually doesn't sit here and read back like ground beef and everything? Either you're with a bunch of people or...
I'm
trying to get this order out and you wouldn't have to write it all down and get what's going on, but I mean, like... Okay?
Did you get that?
What? I'm getting confused on last pizza.
Oh, man. All right, let's try this one more time.
Someone tried to call you back.
Pepperonis. I'm going to call you.
It's not working right now. I was just like you was traded. I'm sorry?
The next order
it's crazy right now. I don't understand why this is doing this. I'm going to get feedback on your end. It's just crazy. Like, I don't know about going.
Yo. Yeah. I like that, man. Where'd you get inspiration, man?
That was from Howard Stern right there.
You listen to the Howard Stern, right?
Howard Stern right
Yo, props to Howard Stern, man. So anyway, internet, y'all are tuned into the Combat Jack radio show, www.pnc.radio.
Let's talk
FM.
hip-hop.
F your radio.
What's going on, Dallas?
Yo, listen, we got a special guest right now.
Yeah, first of all,
out of Brooklyn.
Yeah, man.
Brooklyn's still keeping it hot.
Brooklyn's still hot, man. What's going on, man?
What's going on, fella?
Go into the mic, brother. Go into talk to the
what's
mic.
going on?
Tell the internets who you are, man.
My name Dance Diamonds, Brooklyn Stick Up. You already know Flatbush, Brooklyn. We in the building.
Brooklyn Stick Up, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, what you got, man? What's going on, man?
We got a little bit of everything, man. We got some production. You know what I'm saying? We got balls on this side.
Okay.
We just trying to, put on for Brooklyn.
All right, yeah. Speak right into the mic.
Yeah, most
Feel
definitely.
real comfortable. You amongst friends in the whole nine. So how long you been rapping, man?
8 years.
8 years?
Yeah, 8, 9 years.
Yeah, what's your goal, man?
Goal? I mean, common goal with everybody else. You ideally you want to stay independent. You know what I mean? Control your situation. So that's our goal right now, to put out music that we want to put out. You know what I'm saying? The way we want to put it out. And
All right. Well, what's the concept behind Brooklyn Stick Up, man?
The Brooklyn Stick Up is, when our motto is when life gave us nothing, we took everything.
Okay.
The underdog. We're the underdog. We fans of the underdog, man. We fans of good rap. So we just trying to take the game back, with real bars. Rappers with real bars.
Bars, right?
Yeah, bars. You know
bars.
what I'm saying? Not just...
Yo, I was going to say, Brooklyn Stick Up, like, what about bank jobs?
That's all cool, too.
Yeah.
Some of your favorite movies, right?
I mean...
Stick Up. Brooklyn is synonymous with a stick up. Brooklyn is known for the jokes. It's the rush of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the realest things ever.
The jokes.
The jokes. Respect the jokes.
The jokes. All right.
They know we see you.
Well,
Rusty Jokes.
What up? Well, we're not gonna go in any further into incriminating yourself, man. What you got, man? What you brought with you today, man?
I bought a couple of joints with me.
Yeah, let's hear one of your joints, man. Let's let the internet hear what you got, man. What do we got to play?
What track we going into?
We're gonna go with track one.
Let's do this, man. Let's play a track. And are you averse to?
Particular order.
Let's play a track, and then are you averse to doing a little freestyle?
Absolutely not.
All right, well, let's do that, man. Let's give this man his chance to shine. Let's play this track. Brooklyn Stick Up. Tell us about that record, man.
That's Got Your Hands Up. Shout out to Beanie Siegel. You know what I'm saying? We got that idea for Beanie Siegel. We just pretty much we running in the club and everybody putting their hands up one way or the other.
All right, when did y'all record that, man?
Oh, recently, about a month.
Yeah,
I say 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks
who
ago.
Who produced that for you, man?
Oh, Chicago, the Beatmaker.
Okay, and y'all getting a service in the clubs and the whole nine?
Oh, we're making a push with that right now.
Okay. I see it's got a lot of energy, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Well, I'm saying I see
reality situation.
I see you running with some diplomats
all day,
too, man. All day. What's up? Internet, y'all know who all day?
That's the shooter right there. You ain't gonna hear nothing from him.
Word.
That's the shooter.
No microphone for you, right? So let me ask you something, man. Thanks for coming to the show. What can we expect from you, man? Where can the people find your music?
World Star, that Piff, everything is Brooklyn Stick Up. BKLYN Stick Up.
Now, don't you have a website?
BrooklynStickUp.com. We got a website. Check that out. We got all videos, music, merchandise, what we doing. What we.
You got videos. You got videos.
Yeah,
I went to your site today. It's a nice looking site.
Appreciate it.
I see you got the videos. Y'all real industrious.
We trying.
I wish you the best. Continue. You know what I'm saying?
That.
When y'all make them hits, come back, man. All right.
Most definitely.
Yo, man. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. All right, internets. What should we do, man? Should we go to a brief musical break before we introduce our next guest?
We got Ben Hameen right in here, man. Come on, Ben.
Yeah, Ben Hameen. Just play a little interlude music. Play a little interlude music as we welcome our next guest to the studio.
Listen, we got 6 tracks right here from Brooklyn Stick Ups. We played track 1. Now, Brooklyn Stick Ups, dance, brother. I'm gonna ask you to be a curator right now of your own art. All right. Of the remaining 5 tracks, 2 through 6. Which joint do you want us to let our listeners listen to?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. What number was that? All right.
Well, let's go to track 4 as we welcome our next guest. Internets, y'all are tuned in to
Dance
the Combat
Diamonds right
Jack
now. Wonderful internets.
Radio show, www.pnc.radio.fm. Let's go. Yo. Who was that, man? Which one of y'all was that, man?
That was me.
Yeah, where'd y'all call, man? Where'd y'all call?
It was this joint on Nostrum or something. This Turkish Muslim joint.
Yeah. They wasn't feeling it.
Pause on that shit though.
Nah, for real, pause, man. But yo,
you sounded a little comfortable
right there.
You
had mad extra S's in the brothers.
The last 2 homo sketches Captain Schnacks has done. He's starting to excel. with that lisp.
Yeah, I'm like,
Don't lose yourself in your role. But I will tell you this. Man.
Combat Jack don't got love for the gay folk.
Your skits are getting better.
Combat Jack don't got
Your
love
jokes
for the
are
gay
getting
folk.
better. You got your timing is getting better. Every week, practice, man. Practice. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all sound so much better than y'all did 2 weeks ago, man.
Not the game.
We still got some more ASPCA still waiting.
ASPCA? I want to hear the ASPCA as we move on, man.
All right, no doubt.
So Bonsu, man.
Yeah.
You're double XL. You writing?
No, I'm at the source, man.
You at the source,
Right
but
now,
we'll get to there. But you're writing. You're writing superbly. You're not getting edited in the whole nine.
Writing my article.
Tell us about the climb, man. From like where you were, where you started music editor, right?
No, I started as assistant editor.
Okay.
For Elliot Wilson.
Did you know was Elliot at the time? Did you know he was slated to be Illuminati?
No, I had no idea.
You had no idea.
No idea.
You didn't know he didn't have that Illuminati glint in his eyes?
He did, actually.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, did you see some?
He did.
Some secret.
He had a glow. He had the glow. He had a glow.
What kind of mentor was he, man?
Mentor. That was a nut. Elliot Wilson is really diabolical. He's like a mad scientist.
Okay.
He moves his way, and he taught me a lot through his personality because he's very true, man. Like he wears his heart on his sleeve. He's super passionate about this shit, man, to the point where he can be even sensitive at times.
So was this when he brought that whole uber competitive spirit to the magazine game?
Oh, he was obsessed with killing the source, man.
Right.
He was obsessed.
Right.
And that's the whole thing. It was like, I want to catch wreck.
Right.
But I don't really want your beef. You know what I'm saying? But there was nothing to do. Like I was like, let's just get busy. If we get busy, they gonna fall. You know what I'm saying? But he was on some like specifically trying to do shit, and he putting like Benzino on the back page and all this other shit, and he would pose like Benzino. Like he was just doing he was on some real fuck you. And I get it, man, because that's how passionate he was, and he felt like he got slighted there. I get it, man, but I don't know. I just felt like maybe if he put 100% of the energy in just the magazine and it just being the best magazine possible, all the other shit would have just, would have happened inevitably.
So you rolled with the team, but you weren't necessarily a shooter.
No, I was definitely a shooter.
Right.
I was definitely a shooter. Nah,
you were conscientious shooter.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like, damn, we got, how there's do I really, come on, man, do I punch this dude for real? Why? Right. You know what I'm saying? But it was nothing else to do.
Let me ask you something. How ill did the beef get between Double XL and the Source? Was it just words? I mean, did shit happen? Did you ever be in situations where it was like,
it only got really crazy once, man. L did some out of pocket shit, but just like I mentioned, he I think he did an illustration or a pose he posed like Benzino one time. That wasn't even the problem. But then he did an illustration of Benzino and his son. And then Benzino came up. And
came to the office?
Came to the office, and that was the whole issue. Front doors. We didn't have really no security like that. At the
so he came. Did he come heavy?
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah. Yeah, he came with a couple of Bostonians.
Pause.
And how'd that get resolved, man?
I mean, it's just crazy because this whole thing is
you didn't come into this industry to live like that, to work like that.
No. But that's the whole thing. When that happened, I was really removed mainly from that. I wasn't really out there like that. So it was I was very much focused on building my career. Double XL was actually turning the tides right now. We were being successful. I was in the zone. Right. I was just trying to create ill shit. I was trying to get the biggest artists, trying to make the illest story, trying to make that's all I was really focused on. Getting my bread up. You know what I'm saying? Cake was coming in crazy. I was super young. I was having a ball. I was getting better by the issue. You know what I'm saying? I was Rolling Stone had me, as the number one. I was doing it. I wasn't really focused on crazy shit. So when that shit happened, it was I felt ill because I'm L's not really a street dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's it's not even. I'm not a really street dude. I'm just I'm from all that.
Hold on for a second. Elliot is not a street dude.
No,
and that's not who y'all are.
Right. Yeah.
So the streets get brought to y'all for real.
Right.
How do you resolve this now?
The problem was he brought Benzino comes up with goons to a corporate office. Imagine coming up with a gang to IBM.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a whole bunch of receptionists and like HR people gathered in the front trying to stop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
but Benzino's got to know by doing that also, he's now blacklisted himself by doing some shit like that.
Blacklisted by who?
Blacklisted by the industry in general that he was once a part of. I mean, he's got to understand he's on his way out.
I mean, at the time, you're saying?
He had to. Don't you think that's so. A desperate move by him too, though?
Nah. It wasn't a desperate move because of what the XXL was doing to the Source. He felt Elliot violated him. It was a personal
disrespect.
Thing.
He brought his kids into.
He brought his kids into the magazine shit. He came up there on a personal level. I mean, it was kind of validated, to be honest. You know, looking back, it was kind of validated. But I mean, like, yo, goons up to a like, why would you bring goons up for Elliot? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess to get you got a problem with a dude. You see him one-on-one
to get past security.
There was no security. We had a receptionist who was like 60 years old. Like, it wasn't like the Source where it's like a whole bulletproof window.
She was hard body though. Who? She would not open that. She would not budge the fucking like she was hard in my opinion. Like I could tell she took no shit.
Yeah, she didn't play, but I'm just saying, like, you come up there and say your name is somebody, and she lets you in, and you know you're gonna sit on the couch, and then you walk to the back, like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no real security up there, you know. But it was stupid, man. You know, it came to a whole craziness. And the thing is, like, it was like a corporate environment, but it was some real guys up there. You know what I'm saying? So, a couple of, you know, my dudes up there was really trying to fight, and I'm trying to stop my dudes from fighting. Like, yo, B, we can't fight in the fucking hallway of Harris. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't do that. I'm like, yo, tell them to come to the back, go downstairs or something. Like, you can't do it.
Here's the funny shit, though. Harris published mad gun mags. I know on one of them floors, Harris had to have motherfucking Max, AKs. Yo, Harris got like 1,000 gun mags.
The Matrix gun room, right?
You know what I mean?
They got the Matrix gun room.
Go into the gun room for that guns and ammo mag. I told you, Harris got a mag. Yo, name of the mag is Nigga Killers. Got all the shits with beams on it, everything. I ain't mad at Harris.
Bushmaster.
Okay, but boom, it gets resolved basically where Benzino comes with his goons into the building, into the office.
Right.
And shit gets wild, but nobody.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Nobody got scuffed.
A whole bunch of come outside shit. You know, it's mad corporate people. Like, I'm trying to get my dudes not to fight. You know, everybody, you know, the rest of the mass is scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling Elliot, like, yo, don't ever go outside with some dudes threatening you with his other friends. Like, that's crazy.
But Elliot was with it though, right?
No, Elliot wasn't with it. Elliot was just like trying to just calm him down, but he wanted to talk to him outside. But I'm like, yo, you go outside to talk to him, he's gonna jump you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm staying there like, yo, I'm like, it's just me and Elliot. At first, it was just me and Elliot because, like, I think somebody came to me and was like, yo, Elliot's upstairs up front with Benzino. You should go watch him. So I run up front, like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like, yo, Benzino, what's going on? Benzino's not even hearing me. He's in Elliot's face. I'm like, going on? He's like, let's talk outside. So El's like, okay, and I'm like, nah, you can't. Nah,
it's not going down like that.
Nah, I can't. You're not going outside. Right. You know what I'm saying? So then, it gets heated. Like, these boys outside, like, yo, come outside, blah blah. I'm focused on Elliot. Like, yo, Elliot, just whatever. Y'all gonna talk right here. And he's screaming on Elliot, blah blah, all this other shit. Elliot's like just listening to him, and then like my dudes, Coffee and Smiley. What up, Coffee Smiley? They come from the back, you know what I'm saying? And again, like, their dudes, they come from it also.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, whoa, niggas is yelling. And I'm like, nah, we can't do that. Like, if we gonna do this, it has to be like in the back, somewhere downstairs. Like,
no cameras.
Yeah, you can't.
No white folk. No white folk, none of that, right?
You can't do that, man. You can't do that. And I was trying to tell my man's hype, like, yo, he don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but, it got resolved. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really escalate. No violence. It was just a bunch of screaming and people getting scared and shit like that.
So Rolling Stone, man, they call you the hot interview of 2001.
Yeah.
How'd that come about, man?
I don't know.
Like, who had you interviewed for them to really, or what series of interviews do you think you did that led to that, man?
I mean, I remember when I first started doing interviews, my whole thing was just to stand out. Like, I don't know these people. I'm not industry. I have nothing to lose. I would ask the craziest thing just to do it. And like
what, for example?
Like, I would ask Bow Wow, like, how the fuck can your little ass handle Ciara? You know what I'm saying? Or I would ask Trina, yeah, you swallow or spit. You know, like that. So like, you know,
and they wouldn't get offended.
I mean, well, Trina didn't, because I mean, I didn't just say it raw. Like, right. I do well with talking to females, and you know, it was the whole thing was it's all about the flow of a conversation. Like, there's to give an interview is actually a craft. It's
right.
a craft to interviewing people, and you know, and there's good conversation and a good interview really aren't that different. You know what I'm saying? So I never ever wanted my interviews to feel like real interviews. I wanted them to feel like conversations. I wanted the person to feel like they're validated. You know, like I've studied you. I'm aware of what you do. I'm aware of your accomplishments. So, you know, so if you talk to somebody and then you say, well, I know you've done this and it was probably perceived as this, but it should have been perceived as that, and give them a perspective on what they've done, something that maybe they know that they've done, but they haven't been recognized, that they're a little more comfortable because they feel like, yo, he's not only knows me, you know, he's knowledgeable of me.
Right.
It's not like he just studied some cliff notes with an interview. Like, he understands time periods, where I was, what I attempted to do, how I came short, how I, you know, actually scored more than I thought, like things like that. So by the time I'm mid interview with somebody, we're really mid conversation, and I can pretty much ask what I want to. So at the time, like, me and Katrina having a good time. And yeah, like, you know,
and it comes
30
across.
minutes in, I'm like, yo, but you talk all of that slick stuff, baby. How real? Come on now, talk to me. All right. Like, you say you keep it real. Like, yo, 15 minutes ago, you said you keep it all the way real, right? All right. So, like, yo, we cool, right? So let me tell me, your man, you know what I'm saying? When it's time to get dirty, like, you know, you have a problem with you have to spit, or, you know, you just swallow. She's like, what you asking me? I'm like,
you understand?
Swallow or spit.
You understand? So you get this,
and the conversation wasn't over, so we continue. You know what I'm saying? Because timing is everything, man. For all you whippersnappers out there, you trying to talk to these ladies, man. Timing is everything.
Timing is key. So you get these accolades from Rolling Stone, man. How'd you feel, man?
Actually, I was too young to appreciate it.
Right.
To be honest with you.
So you wasn't emotional. You didn't break down and cry.
I mean, I was very much aware.
Thank God I made it.
Great breakdown.
You know what I'm saying? Crying in the rain and shit.
I don't think any accomplishment in my career made me cry. Before.
Okay, but you're feeling real focused now. Feeling real.
Nah, that's the whole thing, man. I was focused on my money and getting better. Right. I was too young in the game to appreciate it. I was very much.
So it had no effect on you.
Yes, I felt proud of myself. Right. But I didn't understand the magnitude of it. Like, it actually brought hate on me. Like, I heard, like, you know, I was super young, like, other writers, more established writers were hating on me. And I was just like,
what would you hear, man?
I was here, like just talking shit. Like, you know, like, oh, he's too young, or he just got it because XXL is the hot new magazine, or, you know.
So he was taking away your credit.
He's the black dude.
They were taking your credit away.
Yeah, they were trying to take it away from me. And I mean, maybe some of them were right. Looking back, I think I was a little too young. I think I deserved it later on, but I think I was. But I was the new hot guy at the new hot magazine,
asking the right questions,
landing
the right interviews, right?
Don't be mad. You know what I mean? And I mean, I get it. Like, I think some of the writers were mad because I wasn't as strong of a writer then. You know, I just was a bold ass interviewer. But, you know, I mean, I got nice later. You know.
So you spent 10 years at XXL, right?
I was at XXL from 98 until the end of 05.
05?
Yeah.
And why'd you leave, man?
Because Elliot, there was really nothing else for me to do there. Elliot wasn't trying to leave. I was a music editor by title, but I mean, I was really like an executive editor. I mean, I did everything I wanted to do there. I, you know, did cover stories. I interviewed everybody. Did any?
You was doing the eye candy. How was the eye candy thing, man?
That was fun.
Yeah, it was real fun.
That was fun. That was absolutely a lot of fun. But yeah, I like, you know, but I felt like I had hit my ceiling, and there was nothing else for me to do there but be EIC.
Right.
And Elliot wasn't trying to leave yet, so I was like, I told him like, yo, I'm getting bored here. I had a lot of things outside the office popping. Like, I was doing events. I had my company. We were doing marketing stuff. You know, I had like 2 artists. So I was like, yo, like, I can freelance or anywhere. I can get, you know, some permanent checks, magazines, at a number of spots, and just, you know, work from my crib and just do the music full time. You know what I'm saying? I'll do the management full time. So I was like, and Elliot didn't want to leave me. So I was like, yo, you know, I can't go up because I got the ceiling over my head. So let's create some avenues. Let's left to right. And that's when Hip Hop Soul came about.
Right.
And he was like, yo, I want to give this to you. And then I would just, you know, knock that out every, you know, like 6 months or so. And It was cool, man.
So you were testing your entrepreneurial skills. You were testing yourself, testing the
absolutely.
waters. And how were the waters? How the waters treat you when you was out there?
Lucrative.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was a great time.
Tell me about Hip Hop Soul. Like
Hip Hop
I feel
Soul
like I've
was
had a couple of those issues.
Yeah, I was it was about I think a total of 6 Hip Hop Soul issues, and I was the EIC for every one of them except the first one. I was a music editor on that one.
Was Hip Hop Soul a lifestyle?
No, it was an R&B version of XXL.
It was an R&B version. Okay.
Right.
Okay, because I remember King was kind of like Harris's lifestyle.
Men's lifestyle.
Yeah, that was the King's, maxim, Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why King didn't continue to survive either, because I mean that to me that is what a magazine needs to be. Needs to understand lifestyle.
A man's needs.
They still make King. King still is on the stand.
I thought King was dead.
Nah, they brought it back.
No,
Mashonda's on the current cover. Nicki was on the last cover.
Hold on, Mashonda?
Mashonda's on the current cover. Nicki Minaj is on the last cover.
Okay.
Yeah,
So King is now publishing like ex-wives and stuff. Ex-wives of
It's just completely different. It was a lifestyle men's magazine before. Now it's just a men's magazine.
Mm-hmm.
It's just chicks, TNA.
Fell off. Do you feel like people? I'm taking shots at Harris, but just publications.
You are
in
definitely
general.
taking shots at Harris.
No, I'm gonna leave Harris alone from now and go in publications.
Well, we've all had experience with Harris.
Do publications
Whatever.
discount?
I ain't got no problem. I made a lot of money at Harris, man. I have no problem with Harris, man. I was holding like 3 positions. I was like senior editor at Slam. I was the music editor at XXL, contributing editor at King. Then I was doing like hip hop. So like, I mean, it was a great time, man. I had numerous creative outlets, man.
Do people like Harris and people like Vibe and
Harris
conversely publications in general take the hip hop audience for granted? I mean, is that what you're trying to correct at the source?
Well, no. Well, first of all, let me answer the first question. I think in any corporate environment, which we don't really, like, brown people don't really run corporations like that. Like when you have like these boards and you have any like, we don't own these recording plants. We don't own these publications.
You don't own distribution.
Like, we don't own this stuff. Like this is older white money and
slave money.
I ain't say all that.
Right, I'm saying it.
Yeah,
slave money.
That, but
white money is slave money, B.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we don't really have that power. So it's like it's not even their culture to be appreciating like that. Like like Asians, like it's not. We don't. They like the black culture isn't their culture, but they appreciate it. They study it. They love it. You know what I'm saying? Like
without Asian people, honestly,
a Jewish.
I wouldn't like hip hop. Asians save hip hop constantly.
They do.
That's funny.
You said Asians save hip hop?
Every single day.
Every day?
Every single day. Like hip hop, honestly, us in America,
right.
We would have thrown that shit away. We would be fucking with reggaeton right now. We would be fucking with we'd be fucking banging fucking empty paint cans in the subway.
I beg to differ with
Asian
that.
folks help us.
I don't
save
see
that
any
shit.
Asian CEOs signing anybody or getting anybody tour deals or anything like that.
But on the bottom end, on the back end,
but the back end is money. They not covering on the back end. Like they may be a part of the pulse and the lifestyle of it, but as far as it like it existing and being able to pay bills and keep cats off the street and out of jail, like what Asians are doing that?
Hold on, who is sewing your favorite clothings? Who's sewing that shit together? Who is building your favorite sneakers?
But what's up with hip hop? That's just the.
I'm just saying that's what Asian people are doing, and I feel like
that has nothing to do with hip hop. They be doing that regardless. They be doing that regardless, my dude. They got to do with hip hop.
I give it to hip hop.
They got to do with hip hop.
So Bonsu, man, how'd you end up at the source, man? How'd you end up at the source, man?
How'd I end up at the source? Last year, Elliot kept hitting me about Londell McMillan was, he was looking to be serious with the mag now and really, bring it back to its once prominence. And I had no interest at first. Like, you got to be kidding me. The source.
Why not? Why'd you have any interest?
I was just indifferent to the brand, and I didn't think it was relevant. And I didn't think they were serious about really turning it around.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't hate the brand, but again, like, you know, the only thing that's worse than hate is indifference. And I didn't think people cared, and I didn't care. And and more than anything, I just didn't think, you know, they were serious about really, you know, bringing it back. Because I've been there. I've been a part of that story of watching the little engine that could, you know, or even flip another metaphor, taking, like, you know, I've seen David slay Goliath. You know, I've seen that already. And in order for that to happen, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes consistency, and it takes some good fortune, some luck. And you can't control the luck part, but if you're not trying to be consistent
and hard work,
you're not trying to be great every time out consistently, then you hustling backwards.
Right.
You just run, you know, you hamster on the wheel. So, you know, I'm never about wasting time, and I wasn't sure if they were serious, but like, you know, Ellie was having these conversations with Londell McMillan, who's the owner of The Source. You know, he's the one who took it over from Benzino and Dave Mays. People don't even realize that now. Like, this hasn't been owned by Dave and Benzino for years. If you're not familiar with Londell McMillan, Google him. Like, you know, he's the guy who emancipated Prince and turned Prince into a symbol. You know, D'Angelo attorney, Jackson family, et cetera, et cetera. But, you know, Elliot kept having these conversations with Londell, and, you know, saying like, yo, he's serious. And like, I think Londell was looking at some of hiring some other people. I won't name any names, a couple of other people, and just Elliot was just like listening to names like, oh, those aren't the people. You want to turn this around, like, B's the guy, Bezos the guy. And me and Londell, funny, he had a conversation about a year ago. A year before I came on, because Hanif Sumner, who's the director of publicity for The Source, he was there for a minute, and, you know, he should just, and that was the only time I would read The Source, when Hanif would be like, yo, check this issue out, tell me what you think. And, you know, I used to be like,
shout out to Hanif.
Neef. But I used to read this, you know, whenever I used to read it, only time I would read is when Hanif was like, yo, tell me what you think of this issue. And I used to be like, I think this is really bad, you know, every time. And that's like, you know, it's like, and I couldn't finish it.
Right.
I love magazines.
Right.
To read you know, it's like a loving movie. I love movies. So if I can't sit through an entire
bad movie.
Yeah, it came from start to finish. It just can't.
It's an insult.
Yeah, it's like it's an insult. Like, y'all are doing it wrong. Like, you guys have the privilege of speaking to readers on a monthly basis or bi-monthly basis or whatever your schedule is. And you're not trying to.
You're not even trying that.
Trying to murder.
You think they weren't trying, or they just didn't know what to do at the time?
I don't think they knew. I think it was a little of both, but mostly they didn't know. Like, I just think some of the people that were there, like, they just didn't know how to make ill shit.
Right.
Like, you know, like, you have to be nice at this. You have to know what this is. I mean, you
got to be bold too.
Yeah, and like, and you can see this online too. Like, a lot of people who claim to be journalists online. Like, just because you got some questions in a flip clam doesn't make you a journalist.
Right.
You know, just because you give a good interview don't mean you're a good writer. Just because you're a good writer don't mean you're a good editor. You know, like, there are multiple crafts into being a sound journalist.
There's many layers.
Many layers, man. So it's like, I open up your magazine and you're supposed to be, you know, the Bible of hip hop, and, you know, there's weak ass.
Pardon my producer for falling asleep.
You sleeping, B?
Yeah, he's sleeping on air, man. You say I hear him snoring next to me.
Some wordage.
So what convinces you to go, man? What convinces you to go to The Source, man?
A number of things. Some of it I can't really speak on, but
the Illuminati talk. It's Illuminati talk. Let me ask you something, man. Let me ask you something, man, because, you know, I'm new in this game, and I noticed, man, that there's like different levels of echelons. And
so you want me to answer your questions? What you saying?
Yeah, I want you to answer my question, man. Are you part of the publishing Illuminati, man?
It's not for me to say if I am. If I am, well, it's not for me to say.
No secret, like, handshakes. No, no initial rituals at midnight.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right.
I was here at midnight for the show.
I know tonight, but I'm saying, like, you know, certain midnights.
Couldn't miss a meeting.
How that sound to you, Dallas?
Illuminati.
What he's giving us, man.
First of all, I gotta ask, man. from talking to everyone that we've had here that's in publishing, the game sounds wild, incestuous. Like everybody that's everybody that's on top of something right now, whether they're at Complex, whether they are at Respect, Vibe, everybody has kind of worked with each other.
He's up. He's awake.
You know, everybody's been there,
right?
And I'm wondering, like who are the folks that like fall off this, that get shipped off the island? Like, there's certain people that came up when I remember first reading the source,
right,
and first reading the XXL,
right,
and those folks aren't around no more. Like, did they not? You know,
like who you talking about?
Whoever's not around
we don't
right
have
now.
We don't have to name names.
I mean, first of all right. When you see, that's the thing. It's
where's Bones Malone at?
First of all, if you know Bones Malone. Bones Malone wasn't your typical journalist. First of all, he moonlighted as a journalist. Okay, all right. So it's like it's not like, you know, like,
and Bones got
expected him to be having a CNN job right now.
And Bones got a long story.
Where's Chris X right now?
Chris X is I think Chris X is in Atlanta. He was at Respect. He's still writing. He wrote a fantastic.
Still in the game.
He wrote a fantastic story in Vibe around Christmas on Waka Flocka. Like, he's still ill. Like, one of the illest, definitely.
Where's
But Chris doesn't want a magazine job. You know what I'm saying? At least I don't think so. I know he's been offered a couple of positions, and I think he's talented dude, who's very artistic, and he wants to, you know, not be tied down to anything. And I get it. Like, trust me, I love being exclusive, man. I mean, I love not being exclusive. I loved it. And, you know, I mean, at one time last year, I was on the masthead for Vibe and XXL at the same time. I don't think anybody's ever pulled that off before, but it worked. It was beautiful. But yeah. But at the same time, I mean, it wasn't like I was just robbing people. Like, my work speaks for itself, you know. Like, they were paying for quality shit, and they got that. So,
I mean, I just feel like everybody that we've talked to has worked together, and it seems I just feel like it's a cabal right now. Like
you want a job, B? That's what you want a job? You want to be editor? That's what you're trying to get at?
I don't want a job. I mean, job is journey of the broke. You know, I want to work. I always want to work.
You always want to work.
Yeah.
I don't like jobs either, man. I've never really had too many jobs, but I'm all about careers. You know what I'm saying?
I like to work.
I'm about careers.
I mean, if you got a work opportunity.
A work opportunity.
Yeah.
Work opportunity. It's like a
work
Peace
opportunity.
Corps.
Exactly.
Peace
Job
Corps,
Corps, brother. Job Corps. Yeah.
I want to fucking. You want to make?
Yeah, Job Corps, brother.
Say, come on, let's grow these turnips.
So Bonsu, man, you get to the source, man. And tell us about your transition over there, man.
For me,
you get there, you assess the situation.
Yeah, it was a culture shock at first. Number one, what did Cuddy say? Wizards. There weren't a lot of wizards there. And the culture was bad. They weren't winning. They didn't know how to win. A lot of things in disarray. It wasn't really. I thought it was a bad system, but it really wasn't a system. That was the problem. So, I think that's why, you know, I was brought on, because there was no real editorial leadership.
To establish a system.
Yeah, it wasn't any real leadership there.
Right.
And, you know, I think even everybody that was working there, as far as on the editorial side, I don't think they've ever been a part of a winning team. So they never, you know, if you've never been in a championship team's locker room, you know, you don't really understand
the mindset,
how to win. You know, like, you see it,
the routine.
You see them winning games. You see them, you know.
But you got to be in the locker room.
Yeah,
you got to be in the locker room.
You take that journey and know how it happened. You know what I'm saying? And, like, it's really, you can say be consistent, you can say be good, but what exactly does that mean? That's really abstract for somebody who doesn't really have the chops. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it was a culture shock, man. I was just like, really, this word, really? Okay. But the beautiful side of it was, I got to start from scratch, man. Like, if you love magazines, man, like, what better opportunity can you have than to take a brand that's still, you know, significant worldwide and make your own mag, you know? So,
right. I mean, with the legacy of the source.
Yeah. Legacy of the source, and, you know, a lot of the source, their reputation was really suffering, but my credibility and my integrity, journalistically, knew that, added a little bit of a cosign to it, gave it, a little bit of resuscitation. So,
where were you at when I think online content pushed print publications to the brink, really challenged the print publication hierarchy?
What are you talking about?
Well, where were you at now? I mean, you of course you were still getting published in XXL. And
I've always been writing for magazines. Like, isn't that
were you online yourself? Were you blogging? Were you
I didn't start
forums?
I had a blog with Vibe I had a blog with Vibe for about 6 months last year. I did the online thing for Vibe just because.
How regularly did you blog?
I blogged every week.
Yeah.
I had a blog every week, and it was really fun, and I enjoyed it. It was I was kind of creatively stifled, and I needed the outlet, and it was like perfect. But then Vibe's online team, their owners and investors, we wanted them to go more the celebrity route. So I was writing about just gender issues. I was talking about is it possible for a powerful man to stay monogamous? Things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like talking about how Michael Jordan can be a metaphor for anybody wanting to be brilliantly successful and be a legend. You know what I'm saying? And kind of taking his entire life and using it as a metaphor and how that can transition into any other or be mirrored in any other field of work. So, I was doing stuff like that, really just highbrow shit that I always want to talk about with the mass audience, and it was cool. It was well received. It was an excellent outlet for me. It was different writing because I wasn't used to I'm used to long form.
That's my question. That's my question because as a music editor,
right?
The reviews that you generate, I mean, you wouldn't see them in print, and other people wouldn't be able to consume them and read them in print, for a month, several weeks, where people are reviewing things on blogs, they're posting things on blogs, and it's happening on the daily. So the timeline now is compressed into this immediate. I mean, how did you deal with that? How did you respond to that?
I don't know, man. I didn't really respond, man. I just kind of stayed in my pocket, man. It's I know what I do, and actually nobody ever expected anything. No, that's the thing. I was kind of really spoiled, man. Even when I was doing the online thing, I was doing whatever I really wanted to do. They would ask me to do things sometimes. Sometimes I could do it. Sometimes it was cool, but it's pretty much my lane. It was yo,
you had absolute creative freedom.
I didn't have 100% autonomy, but I had about 80%.
Right.
And even the things that I wanted to do worked with the brand. So
right.
it was, it wasn't like they were just I was over here just doing my own thing, robbing them. So, if I wanted to, interview Bilal, it was okay. I'm gonna do a 2,000 word interview with Bilal because I think he's an incredible singer. So I would do that, or interview Shane Mosley because I'm super into boxing, things like that. So, but it still worked with the brand. So I would, that's part of being a veteran. Know what works with the brand. I didn't want to bring them anything that they weren't going to use or was just completely selfish. So, it was cool for me, man. I didn't enjoy the online process, and I don't think I ever will enjoy the online process because I brought up with magazines and long form and real in-depth interviews and narratives and things like that. But I appreciate it. I understand there's a place for it. This is a microwave age, and you need to get stuff immediate. So, it's about the access and about knowing how to flip, quick interviews and getting as much info as possible as quickly as possible.
So, how long you been at the Source now, man?
I think, man, it feels longer than it really is. I think I started the top of October. 1, 2, 3. So that's about. I'm going on 7. I just did 6 months.
All right. And what have you seen, man? What have you seen during these past 6-7 months, man?
What have I seen?
What have you seen over there in terms of the tide, the energy? Honestly, what's your assessment of your time there and what the brand is doing?
Oh, I think I've moved a couple of mountains, about a couple of inches, in my 6 months.
That's what an earthquake does.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely, man, looking at the magazine and the staff when I first came on to now, like the energy is way different.
I mean, was there an earthquake inside the offices? I mean, the staff is basically shaking up 100%, or maybe not 100%.
I came in there, it was crazy, man. I came in there like the Tasmanian devil at first, like, what the fuck is this? Like, are y'all crazy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and even like, and I'm not even saying like I learned a lot. Like, you know, like I came in kind of crazy because I was kind of a little shell shocked. And I was a little volatile at first. But
did the volatility work initially though?
Yeah, it was all justified. And, you know, like people know I wasn't playing, people know I was passionate. And, but at the same time, like I wasn't just up in there like being volatile, like I just wanted to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I speak calmly and you know, like speak kindly initially, you know, but like if you're not trying to win and we got all this work to do, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? Like you see the work ahead of us? Like we are in the black, B. You know what I'm saying? Like we are behind the 8 ball. There's nothing else to do but be excellent. Mm-hmm. Nothing else to do. Like you can't even be average, B. You have to be excellent. Cause you see what the cats are doing over there? They getting busy. So, you know, once I got my hand on everything and got, you know, I got a handle of the ship and, you know, got some people out, got some people in, you know, had the fortune of Combat coming on, you know, got some nice pieces. We got a nice synergy in office now, man. Like team really like loves each other. Real team, you know, like it's still rough and I'm still creating the culture over there. And actually, Combat knows, man, like it's a lot of, what the hell is that?
While we on the team metaphor, man, listen, what's the deal with this Melo trade, man? Why didn't they just let the season play out?
Oh, I'm not a Knicks fan, so I can really give a shit. I'm a Celtics fan, B. Yeah, and you saw what we did to y'all. Well, I mean, I can understand y'all being mad at that, especially after that game.
How do you end up a Celtics fan?
Because I think being loyal to a fan in this sports business is retarded. Like owners aren't loyal to their players, so why would I be loyal to a team? I follow players. I've always been a Paul Pierce fan. I've always been a KG fan. Always been a Ray Allen fan. Milwaukee Bucks, UConn. You know what I'm saying? Just what happened. That's 3 of my favorite players wound up on the same team. Yeah.
Well, Bonsu, let me ask you a question, man. This is probably going to be our last question because we've run out of time.
Awesomeness.
But being new to the game, I'm really learning about, you know, really just the science of even something as detailed as the cover.
Right.
You know, and, you know, I get a lot of requests or suggestions from people like, why don't you put A, B, and C on the cover?
Right.
And, you know, I'm starting to realize that it's not that easy, man. So, you know, you're a fan of the music, you're a fan of the culture, and you may have 2 or 3 cats that you're like, these cats right here are hot. These cats are starting right now. They got a little buzz. These cats is really hot right now.
Right.
What determines whether they go on the cover or not? What determines who goes on the cover?
I mean, a number of variables, man. I mean, you want the best person for your magazine for that time, you know. So you know your magazine may have an agenda for that month. What person, you know, best you know, serves that, meets that agenda. The best delivers that agenda. You know, plus you have to have foresight too, especially in print. It's not about like, we know somebody's hot tonight, they're gonna be probably hot in the morning. It's like, okay, it's the end of March. You know, who's gonna be hot in May? And you gotta be, you know, pretty talented in this, man. You gotta have a real journalistic mind, be a real editor to have that foresight. It's vision, man.
But
vision.
Plain and simple, who goes on the cover has to be able to sell the magazine.
Oh, absolutely.
So in a sense, it's not. That's
what I'm talking about. Like meeting that agenda,
right?
Yeah, like you absolutely.
Like plain talk.
It's not about being hot. Like there are some artists that are hot that don't sell covers,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you have to, but just being a music head is not going to give you that knowledge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, he went platinum or she went platinum. But yeah, but it's different. People buy her music. They're not invested in her. People buy his music. They're not invested in him. They're not invested in him. They don't want to read about him. Yes. Platinum selling artist, terrible cover subject. But if you don't do this, you're not going to
So knowing that science, because it is a science, but do you think that takes away from, I guess, really like the purity of the art? Like not being able to put, you know, a brilliant artist on the cover, but they don't sell magazines, so you don't put them on the cover.
Again, I mean, I think there is a science and there's a way to do everything.
Right.
I mean, if you have a subject that you think is credible, does his thing, but he or she only reaches a certain amount of people, then there's a certain way to put that together. Maybe you pair him with somebody else, and then maybe you juxtapose,
you enhance,
image, and then you create two stories. Like maybe that's the underground version of whatever you're trying to get across, and this is the mainstream version. Put them together, whoever. But I mean,
and an example of that would be the Wiz Khalifa Rick Ross cover that you did, because at the time Wiz wasn't really a household name. Wiz wasn't a house name, but he had this cult following. And I didn't feel it was just like it wasn't like those cult followings where they just follow you online. Right.
Like, I felt like he had that cult following where, they were stoner and everything like that. And yes, they were very much online, but I just felt like they were a little more highbrow. Like they'll go cop a magazine and read about their dude. They want to see what he was wearing. I just felt like that. They really wanted to know as much about the lifestyle as possible. And he really wasn't on I think he was on like one cover before that. But anyway, it wasn't as big as the Source, so it doesn't matter. But again, he had that niche following, so you're not going to put a niche following, worldwide. Expect because like his core audience are the only ones that are going to be that interested,
right? And
you break. But if you put him with Rick Ross,
who was the man of the year,
was the man, what I'm saying, like musically, like I mean, it was artists who outsold him, like Kanye, Nicki Minaj, Eminem, of course, outsold everybody, but when it came to them speakers, no matter where I went, if I was in Miami, if I was on Utica Avenue,
I think I'm Big Meech,
Larry Hoop, you know what I mean? Like I'm talking about everywhere. Like cars.
Undeniable.
If I'm in Dayton, I was in Dayton, Ohio, 2 a.m, I'm outside the club, talking to my homie. Car drives by. I'm not a star.
MC Hammer.
I'm like. Dudes everywhere. Like he had the speakers, like musically had the speakers on smash.
So it was a no-brainer to compliment him with Wiz on the cover.
I'm not gonna say it was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer. It was well thought out, and I think it was a smart decision. And we capitalized on two synergies and combined it and made one big move.
And it worked.
It absolutely worked.
So last question, man. What can the audience expect from the next issue?
Next issue of the Source.
Next issue of the Source. We got the current issue right now.
Right.
Gucci.
Right.
And it seems to be doing very well. People. The reports seem that people are really positive with it. What can people expect from the next issue?
I mean, it's too early to talk about my next issue. But really, just expect more. I mean, really, right now, my focus is being consistent, man. Like I'm 3 issues in, and I felt like we got 2.5, 3. Well, how many dope issues we got? I think we got like 2.5. I think the Gucci Man cover and issue is our best yet. So I mean, I'm 3 issues in. People are recognizing, people are praising.
That's the trajectory you want to be on.
Yeah, so I'm trying to beat myself. Like that's my whole thing. If you're not trying to be excellent, what's the point? I think we made a good issue first. I think my initial issue was a great start.
Right.
Awesome. My last issue, even better. So now I'm trying to beat this issue. And I mean, and it's not even just a cover thing, man. It's not like, yes, I think Gucci Mane will sell. You know, we got him looking better than he's ever looked. He's inside looking like, you know, James Bond, like he shot that in Italy. You know, it looks mean, it looks cinematic. It doesn't look like the old source. It doesn't even look like anything out right now. I love that. You know, like it's not even like I'm not even too competitive with other magazines because not really trying to do what these other magazines are trying to do. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to be a hip hop cultural magazine, and I don't really think any other magazine is dedicated to that. Some magazines want to cover rap, some magazines want to cover like the hipster shit, some magazines want to cover like, you know, the glossy shit. You know, I'm really on some cultural shit, like hip hop politics. You know, if we're gonna talk about weed, like, we're not gonna just put Wiz Khalifa with a blunt and talk about weed. Let's do an agricultural piece on how actual banana kush is created. Let's do some educational shit, but link it back to the culture. You know what I'm saying? Let's not just talk about our future because they on Jimmy Fallon, everybody on their dick. Let's talk about the whole West Coast new movement that's coming up. Talk about Schoolboy Q and Lamar Kendrick. You know what I'm saying?
Who just actually performed in New York this week, man. I'm so mad that I missed their show, man.
I'm be like, all of that Cali stuff is cool. Yo, Schoolboy Q, yo, love. That's my shit. Like, if I was 16 years old, that's who I be banging. You know what I'm saying? And I'm banging that now at 34. I'm banging that shit.
Who else are you listening to right now, man?
Pause on the banging. Sorry.
Who else am I banging right now? I said, who else am I banging? I ain't say it.
What about Dom Kennedy?
Could have been a female.
Dom Kennedy.
Why can't I be banging Nicki Minaj?
Oh.
You said, what are you pausing for?
Is this something that Illuminati?
Pause, retract.
You ever finger bang Nicki Minaj?
Huh? I never got my pinky in that.
Okay.
Never.
So final words, man, to the listeners out there. What final words to the listeners out there? You got kids coming up, man. They want to get in the industry. Right. You got cats watching you right now. Right. Final words, man.
Pay attention to the Source magazine, man. If you really want to see how, you know, how it's really done. If you want to see real journalism, if you want to see hip hop, the full spectrum of hip hop, and not just compartmentalized or underappreciated, check the Source out. If you want to see, you know, a underdog story, watch somebody return to glory. Stay focused, man. You know what I'm saying? Throw the remote across the room, man. Stay tuned.
That's it. Well, listen, man. Thanks for coming through, man. You know, it's been a long interview, man, but I think we got a lot out of you, man. And we definitely,
Big call on that one.
Thank you. Off this pause game tonight, man. But listen, man, thank you for coming through, man.
You know I'm nice with the pause. I was chilling tonight.
And you know I'm nice with the pause, too.
I'm nice with the pause. Who's the pause champion in the office?
See, I don't.
Who's the pause champion in the office, Reggie?
I would say it's me. I mean, I'm good with the pause game.
I don't think the staff.
I'm good with the pause game, B.
So come through, man. Ask anybody in the office who's the pause champion.
I'm good with the pause game, B.
And you're good, and I'm nice with the pause game.
But let me ask you something, man. For somebody, you know, and this might be a little selfish question, but me coming into the game brand new, not really knowing the publishing game and the whole nine, how would you rate me, man, as somebody in the game, man?
You want me to tell you this on air?
Yeah, I don't care. Like keep it real, because I know I know when I first got to the Source. Right. You know, I kind of got the sense that you wasn't like really fucking with me, like on the team. Like, all right, we got this guy, but he's not really a publishing guy.
Yeah, because because it was false advertising,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like you came on. The thing is, I asked for a specific service,
right?
And then
pause.
Huh? yeah. Nah, do it first.
There you go.
No, I needed certain, you know, roles filled. You know what I'm saying? A role?
I was a pause.
Roles?
Yo, don't. You know what? Don't waste a pause, B.
Roles?
You needed roles filled?
Roles filled.
Yo, pause on that.
Watching the room right
now. On that, pause.
You gotta play D with your feet. You can't reach like that, man. Come on, man. Anyway, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, I kind of needed certain employees, man, and you know, you definitely you definitely were needed because we definitely had a slot, you know what I'm saying, that we needed, you know what I'm saying. Really? Yo, okay, hold on. Why he did a passive aggressive one? He's like, he walked away from the mic. Pause. Hold on one second. Pause. Yo.
Oh man.
Yo, you know what? How about this? Check this out. Check this out.
Be real careful.
Check this out. Yo, I had too many holes that I needed to be filled, right? And I requested that these holes get filled,
right?
Sexy, right? But you know what I'm saying? You came in, you know what I'm saying, and it wasn't sexy enough. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I figured like you filled maybe one hole, but you know what I'm saying? But I had 3 holes that I needed filled. Okay.
Internet.
Okay.
Bonsu was on pause for the whole week now.
Exactly, right? Nah. You know, that's what it was, man. It was like, you know, I needed like a triple hybrid, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't aware, you know, of your lack of book experience, you know what I'm saying? But now, I mean, you have the sensibilities of it. So I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like, I could coach all day. Like, you know, like out the alleys, you know what I'm saying? But like, you just gotta know how to lay up the ball. You know what I'm saying? So you have the sense. You know
that was a pause, right? Huh? You let that one go, but that was a pause. That was
a Internet. Let's understand.
Left the ball?
Let's understand. Bonsu is a big basketball fan. Basketball, when you watch basketball, is the most pause-worthy sport.
Absolutely.
I mean,
look
at players.
Oh yes, handler. Look at D Rose. His penetration is incredible. Oh my God, Tracy McGrady. He's so long. Look at those arms. Oh my God, hard to the rim, hard to the cup, hard to the hole. He went straight to the hole.
Hold a second. They're playing the 2-man game. I mean, you can enjoy basketball, but understand something.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to say pause.
Exactly.
All night.
Exactly. Oh, I mean, look, his shoulders are so massive. He's just too big in the paint. You know? Oh my God. I just love his penetration.
Yo, pause police.
Nah, but I'm gonna tell you, man. Like in the past 3 months, man.
You got the sensibilities, though. Honestly, I mean, that's why it works, man. Like, you know, you have the sensibilities, and I mean. Nah, you're not super mad at it, man. But like at the same time, you got the website popping.
That's right.
Like you are that. Like you are me when it comes to the website. As far with the book, you're the website guy, man. Like you got the website popping. Analytics on 10. You know what I'm saying?
Climbing. Like, it's climbing.
Numbers are crazy. This guy has he's got you know. He got, you know what I'm saying, interns, man, posting like Somalian interns in a diamond mine.
Like the Chinese. Like, yeah. We got them like the Chinese, man.
The Chinese in Africa. Well, I like the way the site is looking.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. He come in the basement with the Chinese, like, yo, don't stop sewing. Yo, I'm throwing up the food. You just open your mouth and eat. That's lunchtime. Don't stop sewing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
man.
Reg don't play, but at the same time, he still holds me down with the book too. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to throw as much, as content his way, because they're so mean with the posting and not even just like, again, like, that's the thing what I'm trying to do is like,
it's more than just a magazine.
It's more than just a magazine, but it's not. What I'm trying to do is like I'm really trying to give the full spectrum of hip hop and cover stories. Like, yo, he won't, like, I'm just the other day. Like, he won't just throw up like, oh, everybody threw up, currencies, or everybody threw up Wiz Khalifa's interview from South by Southwest or some shit like that. Like, he'll be like, yo, hip hop heads love skateboarding. They love comic books. Yo, matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna throw up the Captain America.
I love that shit.
I'm gonna throw up the Captain America trailer.
I love that shit.
And what happened? He threw that shit up like last minute, yesterday. You know, everybody flocking. All of a sudden, all these websites got the trailer.
I love that.
So
shit.
I like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like the Nets is watching. You know what I'm saying? These internets are watching, man.
You know what's most important too, man? Is I think we're having a good time. Like as hard as it. Pause. As hard as it is, and as much of an uphill battle that it is, man, I could say myself personally, I'm having a good time, man.
Yeah, man, I'm having a good time, man. That's the thing. It's like nobody wants to come to work. I guess the thing, man, I'm not even a morning person. If I gotta show up to some building that's other than my family's home before noon, I want to enjoy the people that I'm around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like everybody, Don, you, Hanif.
Shout out
Kazim.
to Don Morris.
Yeah, man.
Kazim, Hanif, the whole team.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the little knuckleheads, Ernest, Sean, Medea.
Now we got a good team, man.
Yeah,
we definitely got a good team.
Yeah, we got, what I'm saying? Like in super young, but everybody's hungry and wants to win. And everybody loves learning. That's what makes my job, you know what I'm saying? It's like I get frustrated. I'll definitely kick over a chair. I'll definitely storm out and all that shit. But at the same time, man, like cats want to win. And as long as we got that, and cats want to learn, cats want to win, we're going to win. Because I'm not trying to do anything.
So you like Bob Knight up in that bitch? You throwing chairs?
Yeah, I get my Bob Knight. I get my Bob Knight a little bit.
Don't throw no
But
chair
Bonsu does get loud in the office, though.
Okay, don't throw no
Bonsu does get loud.
That sweet conference internet.
It gets loud in the office.
Room. Source got exterior glass, like the kind of glass that you see on the outside of a building, inside the motherfucking building.
Yeah, we got a nice space. We got a nice space. But nah, for real, like everybody know, man. I'm a fun dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cool cat. You know what I'm saying? But like, I am passionate, and like when shit ain't done right, man, I go ham. So, but I'm on. Like I said, I'm on the right side of the fight. So if I'm wilding out, it's because somebody's wilding wrong. You know what I mean? So,
well, there you go. Bonsu, man, thank you for coming through, man.
Appreciate you, homie. Don't be late tomorrow.
Nah, well, I might be late. Well, actually, I gotta go to that listening. I got an early morning listening. Internets, like we announced earlier, we are changing our hours. From now on, we are on air Wednesday nights, miércoles, from 10 to 12. No more 12 to 2 on Thursdays, Wednesdays, 10 to 12. Yo, Dallas, what's up, man?
Internet's always good to be in the booth with the Combat Jack show. All right, take your time this week. Keep your coat out still. It ain't spring yet. Don't put your boots away just yet, internets.
Yo, interns, man. Yep. Thanks for the skits. Keep working on them, man. Keep working on them. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Yo, definitely a lot better than last week, and definitely a lot better than the week before, man. Definitely. Ben Hameen. Yo, how often can you do this, man?
What's good? If it's Wednesday.
How your Wednesday nights, man? We need a DJ, man.
We can see. We can talk some out.
All right.
Yep.
We can't. We're not talking paper. You're not talking about paper.
Internet.
We can talk whatever we want, but we're not talking paper, right?
Internet.
Because this is for another week. Passion right
here. In another week, SneakerCon in DC. All the internets in DC.
Oh, nice.
SneakerCon.
DMV in the house.
We got D. Omen in the room.
What's good?
Huh? Yeah,
what up, Henny?
Oh yeah, we should cover that. Yeah, we should definitely. Yo, let's do that, man.
Shout out to the only blogger in the room was in the source.
Yo,
I'm right in there.
Hey King, how you, man? You good?
I'm chilling.
I mean, I know you working hard, man. How was your nap, man?
I was thinking. I was thinking. Combat Jack show Wednesday nights 10 to 12 next week.
Yo. Let us wrap this up before we go. And my son, why don't you get on the mic for a second, man?
Yo, that's a pause.
No, this is my son.
Yeah.
How'd you like the show, man?
That was good.
Yeah? You gonna enjoy the rest of your vacation?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Well, internets, you know what time it is, man. Constant elevation. Dream your dreams and man up and live them dreams. Because a life without dreams is black and white, and the universe flows in surround sound and technicolor. Yo, interns, I didn't hear you didn't have no theme music this week, man.
The Swiss Army interns will have some theme music. That's all they name.
And you know what I want to do too, man? Swiss Army interns. Okay, have some theme music. And I also want some theme music when I'm doing my outro.
Funny thing is,
like some new age type shit, man.
I know that. Funny thing is, we was planning on doing those anyway, but
really?
We can record them. We're gonna record some stuff when the news break come in and all that.
All right. Well, that's it. Internets. This is our last Thursday show. Thanks for riding with us.
Spread the word.
Let's go on. We are out.
Cheer. PSC Radio.fm.